All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have made it back from our walk. We have had a little bit of a rest. We watered the plants. We've fed the dogs. Everything is fine. So we actually get back right to it. We have a ton of stuff left to harvest. Let's make it happen, people. Okay, so safety first. Practicing safe gardening is hard, but if you're about to commit agriculture, you might as well do so right? So we have, like I said, tons of more daikon to harvest. I just got this batch out of the fridge, so I can work with what we have here already. And daikon. Daikon is everywhere. Scarcely. There we go. Perfect. And now, okay, dry it off a little bit. That is a freshly sanitized knife. And where have all my clamshells gone? Long time meeping. There we go. Perfect. Got them. All right. So it was a really, really fun break. We had a wonderful walk. It was a bit cold out there at first, but you know how it is. Your body heats up as you go. Really, really enjoyed that. So I'm not a, what do you say? I mean, oh hi. So I'm not a sport active person, but I do love to walk, and especially if you have good people around you, that's all the better, right? So we walked for about an hour, came back, had a little snack, had a little fun, took care of the puppies, took care of the plants, and now we're back to it. We still have a lot to do because we have tons of stuff to harvest. I got a couple of mixes to make. The spicy salad mix for starters. You can actually see me do that here in about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, depending on how long it takes me to get this situation under control. Control, I said. Where's my control? Hello? Ground control to Major Meep? Hello? Okay, perfect. That worked. Oh, do I have my harvest cam on? Hold on. Let me turn the tray around so you can actually see what I'm doing here, and then there's my harvest cam. Okay, that's much better, isn't it? So we got our daikon here, and we still have, what's the time? It's 22:09. That's good. So it's early in the morning. We get the earlier you get there, the better. Mr. Meep right behind me actually is currently taking care of all the trays. So what happens as I harvest, I put him back to on the pile back there. Mr. Meep grabs it, cleans out the dirt, puts it in a wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow is going up to a friend of ours to put all the soil there, and then Mr. Meep comes back and washes about, I don't know, 100 trays likely, and then I get to sanitize all of those. So it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a very satisfying day too, because you know what? It's like I always say, it's not hard work, it's just a lot of work. Okay, let me go back into my harvest screen. There we go, perfect. Now you get a close-up of Meep. I know it's terrifying, even though I put makeup on, see? So, there's another pad. Wonderful. Now, the thing is, often people ask us, so if you actually grow those seeds, let's just let them go. Yeah, they do evolve into full veggies. Any seed grows into a full seed if the conditions are right. So the thing is that we often bring our soil to other people that then use it for their garden and their homes and stuff. And the fun part is that quite often we actually go, oh, hey, that's a really cool broccoli plant. Oh, yeah, that's one of yours. So we have had that happen quite a bit, where people had like Osaka mustard grown in their backyards, or cilantro, and you know, I mean, it's free food, right? It works. So that is always fun to see, that the work that we did keeps living on for a little bit. That's kind of awesome. Okay, put that in here. There we go, and boop. Perfect. Name that baby. And keep moving right along. That goes there. Grow room update. We have walls and we have them painted now. So we went yesterday to go and get paint. And then we actually got painting here. And it starts to look like an actual grow room. We are well on the way to make it actually into a thing. I'm so happy. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be lovely. here, let me take this. You know, like I said, you don't want to overfill the containers, but daikon is very, very bulky, and so it's it's a lot of daikon that goes into one pack. You just have to use a tiny bit of force, lovingly, of course. Force is best applied lovingly. Okay. Daikon. There we go. Perfect. Let me give you a quick look at the grow room, because that is also something that's kind of cool right now to look at. Give me just a second here. Okay. We still have a lot of daikon to go to. Let me go and switch that. There we go. Okay, perfect. So what we got going here is another empty tray. Thank you. Okay, daikon. How many do we have now? Let's go through that real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay. There's gonna be more where that came from. There we go. Okay. And then at around noon, that is usually when I ask all of my lovely pre-order customers what they'd like to order for this week's for Saturday's delivery. I can't believe it's already gone another week. Time does fly. There. So market preparations are well underway for tomorrow. Market is always a lot of fun. We have some fantastic neighbors that actually neighbor us, like quite literally. We have Crystal Springs Soapery. That's what it is. So Crystal Springs Soapery. Crystal is a lovely lady, and we've been next door neighbors. Actually, they live like a block away from us, and then we are actually next to each other at the market. Wonderful people. That always makes for a fantastic time. So we got soap to our left. That makes us smell lovely. And then we have jewelry to our, sorry, we have soap to our right and then jewelry to our left. And all of those people are absolutely fantastic. It's always a lot of fun. There. Another one, just like the other one. Boop. And there's it. There we go. So our weekend plans usually involve market, driving, cleaning, and then maybe taking Tuesday off. So normally what's happened on Fridays is we clean all our trays and sanitize them, so we get them ready for Sunday slash Monday, because again, you know, Monday is our big planting day. Delivery days over in Enterprise on Mondays. Daikon. Yes. Alrighty, that is a full box. Okay, I'm gonna go put this in the fridge real quick. Just a second. Hello. Meep meep. Oh wait. What am I doing? There. There. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Oh, right back into it. Perfect. There we go. Got those. And there's another one. And that's how we do it, people. Oh, come on, behave. Just when I'm trying to show everybody how awesome we work, stuff falls apart. Awesome. There. Okay. that over here. And I'm sorry if I do get a little quiet every once in a while. I love to entertain you, okay? I love you people. I love to entertain you, but at the same time, when you work with like a sixth iteration knife, every once in a while you do need to go, oh wait, was that a finger that I just hit? Don't cut thyself. It's not very funny. Okay, Daikon. Next. Oh wait, I'm on clammies. Just a sec. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. We're gonna take it from the other side. There. That's better. Okay, take one of these. There. Another tray done. Okay, and I think I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, that's better. And sometimes even an hour makes a difference. So what happened earlier today is that the daikon this morning was a little wet. Now, when a plant is really wet, when you harvested it, normally what happens is it holds so much water that the plant doesn't last as long in the fridge, or So some of these things we have to be mindful about when we water at night. And this morning, and again, daikon is one of those that holds water really well, kind of like sunnies or Rambo, anything that has thicker stems. It keeps water much better, which usually is a good thing for the plant, but not entirely ideal when you try to sell microgreens. So you have to be mindful about what you water, how you water the plant. And if we ever do have a ton of water on something and we have to deliver it, what we do normally, we would just put it into the fan for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the plant or the variety that we grow. And then that normally takes care of that, because you can just you can wind the water out. Wonderful. You basically just blast it with a little air and it'll dry up. So we don't need to go take such precautions at the moment, though. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, change gloves now. Ugh. Okay, so I'm hoping to be done with harvest around noon. So noon normally is when I start, like I said, sending out the text to all of my customers. Well, hey, what you want this week? Up, this way. There. Up. Don't bend. Stay. Okay. And again, daikon, Rambo, some of my absolute favorite varieties to grow because of how well they grow every single time. You can't really get a bad batch of radish. You can't kill radish unless you really try hard. Okay, that is my experience with that. Yeah, a little more. Be generous, people. Be generous. Keep the customers happy. Okay, so we're gonna have plenty of daikon, plenty of sunnies this week, which is wonderful. Stay. Thank you. That's very kind of you. That out. Oops. Ew. Okay. Oh. See, the other thing is if daikon is too long at the stem, if you cut it with like super long stems everywhere, like here, a couple are fine. But the thing is, if you actually do a whole bunch of long stems, you can't really put it nicely into the clamshell anymore, and that would be. I like things pretty. Okay, I like to make things look good. And there's a certain way that you can actually pack microgreens that actually makes them look very nice too. Basically, stems down. Hold them together as tight as you can, and then pack it that way. There. So we still have a ton of stuff to harvest. We have bok choy, we have broccoli, we have some red cabbage, Mizuna mustard, cilantro. We have tons of cilantro that I have to get to as well. And the thing is, normally we water everything a day before we harvest, but I water it a little less. And the cilantro normally isn't terrible about that kind of thing, but it is starting to kind of droop a little bit. And when cilantro starts drooping, it's normally not a huge deal if it's just a little bit like right now. But again, you know, watering is one of those things where I have to be very mindful about how much water I give which plant. I tend these days to keep my plants really, really dry. And the thing is, first of all, it's so it's not a good thing when the soil is constantly moist or God beware, even waterlogged. Okay, we don't want that. So I'm trying to keep my stuff relatively dry. We have high porosity soil that we use, specifically so that it doesn't sit in water the entire time, because again, you know, it spoils the plant a little bit if you just have constant wet soil. There. And some of the more thirsty varieties, they do very, very well. Cilantro, kale. Kale's usually pretty thirsty too. Like I said, you can't kill radish unless you try really, really hard. Okay, daikon. Okay, got that. Oh, there we go. Alright, give me just a second, guys. Did I forget to look at my chat? I did forget! Oh my goodness, Marilyn! Hi, how's it going? How's it going? It's good to have you, Marilyn. But is this Marilyn? I'm doing pretty good. Sorry about the wait there to answer you. Sometimes I do forget that I'm real. Sometimes I do forget that I actually have to look at chat and do things. But I'm doing pretty good. Marilyn, how are you doing today? Now I know that there is at least 2 or 3 Marilyns that I know of. Have I met you before? But yeah, we are doing wonderful. We're having a lot of fun. Currently, I'm harvesting daikon microgreens, slightly peppery, amazing in Asian wraps, like Thai wraps, rice wraps, that kind of thing. Love it. Gotta have it. Okay. You can top your sushi with it too. Oopsie, hello. There you go. Put that in here. Lovely. Okay, so now we are going to go and close this down just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm super sorry if I suddenly go, oh gosh, I didn't see your chat messages. I'm fairly new to having a work thingy and then talking to people at the same time. My bad. I talk to myself a lot, obviously, but I promise you I'm gonna get better about that. Daikon, whoops! Hello, good morning. How are you? There, perfect. That worked. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it full one out of that. But that's fine. We have plenty of more daikon and no reasons to complain. So what we're gonna do, the next thing that I'm going to do is I think I'm gonna make some spicy salad mix, and that is containing Osaka mustard, little red cabbage, a little kale, and a little radish. Oops, there. Usually Rambo, sometimes daikon. Perfect. That is a lot of daikon. Perfect. Okay, so what I believe is that we are done with the daikon. Famous last words, I believe. I think we're done with the daikon pretty much. There probably will be another. I'm gonna get my comeuppance with that, okay? Normally when I say I'm done with one thing, trust me, there's two more trays that I didn't see that are gonna yell at me now. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this one over the other way. Boop. Perfect. Okay. I think this might actually be a good idea to go and wash my bowl out. So, like I said, what we're going to do next is we are going to go ahead and make some spicy salad mix with Osaka mustard, Rambo, red cabbage, and a little bit of kale in there. Oops. Oh, come now, child. Where do you want to be? I'll just put you down here. It's okay, it's okay. Don't be scared. It's fine. Oh, wait. The other one's right. Hi, Chihuahua. Hold on. I'm gonna have to refinagle this a little bit. Oops. Can you work there? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Why did you fall? Oh, you didn't fall. Okay, good. It didn't fall. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go clean this mess up here. And then I'm gonna go and fix me the bowl. And then I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. And we're gonna get to a whole bunch of other assorted things. Okay, perfect. So, can I even get to the bowl? I'm vertically challenged, guys. Yes, got it. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go and wash this thing out. And you guys get to sit here and watch my beautiful break screen for a few minutes. I promise you, I'll be right back. Meep meep. Alrighty, so I washed out the bowl. We have a clean and lovely bowl in here. It is wonderful. So now I'm gonna go get the Osaka mustard out. I'm gonna get the Rambo out. I'm gonna get a couple of other things out. And we're gonna get going on our spicy salad mix. This one. Here's our red cabbage. Here's our Osaka mustard. I'm gonna set this up a little sideways here because I used the bowl. I'm gonna need a little bit more space than I have over at the computer. Okay. And then let's see. We got ourselves a Rambo situation here. Lovely. I'll take this one. Whee! Okay, let's start with these three then. And that should be pretty darn good. Hold on. Yes. And I know, we're missing kale. We're not missing it, I promise you, it'll get there. I just don't have enough space to put the kale on here now. Okay. This one over here. This one over there. Perfect. Lovely. So spicy salad mix is actually one of the ones that, so we buy all of our seeds from True Leaf Market. And they had a mix called spicy salad mix, which we used for the longest time. It's a seed mix that, you know, comes in a box and you put it together, or it's already put together for you. You just seed it and plant it and let it do its thing. Now for us, the thing is that the arugula and the red cabbage and all of that, they grow well, not the arugula, but it grew well on its own, but it didn't grow well all together in the trays. So about after a year, we said, hey, you know what? I think it's time that we make our own salad mix. It just works better that way. Oopsie. There we go. Boink. Perfect. Sweet. Oopsie. Hello. That's a bit much soil there. Oh yeah. That is Rambo and I love it. Okay. One tray down. 3 to go. Whoop. Dong. Okay. So, wipe that off. Do I not have a wipe? Did I just get rid of that? Fine. There. Okay, that's better. Here comes the mustard. And honestly, let me show you something real quick. Because I'm always so excited about the Osaka mustard. Because look at how pretty this thing is. And I don't know if you can actually properly see it, but it is so gorgeous. It's got this little purple in there. You get all those little ridges and lines in there. So microgreens isn't just, oh yay nutrition and oh yay flavor. It's also really pretty. And so there's a reason why restaurants use it as a garnish, because it really is just gorgeous. So anyway, there we go. Back to our regularly scheduled apocalypse. Yeah. There we go. And Osaka mustard is always a little bit trickier to harvest because, and that's not the Osaka's fault, that's just the way it grows. Osaka always has very fine roots, and those roots actually take up a whole bunch of soil with them sometimes. So what I just realized is I have to sharpen my knife again, because otherwise we're gonna get a whole bunch of dirt in there, and we don't want that, do we now? Go and sharpen this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wipey, wipey, lovely. Okay, and that should help out a whole bunch. Ah, like a knife through butter. I love it. Okay, maybe not all of that. Get that out, get that out, get that out. Lovely. Boop. Perfect. Okay. Okay, get that out. Yeah, see? That is one of the things with Osaka. Again, it grows really, really well. But very often you just have such an issue with the roots bring up dirt and stuff. So you're just gonna have to keep an eye on that. Because we want to grow good stuff. There. So, I'd love to hear your weekend plans if you had any. Heck, I'd love to hear my weekend plans if I had any. There, get that in there. Wonderful. Okay. So now spicy salad mix. We have Osaka mustard. We have Rambo radish. We have a little kale and a little red cabbage. Perfect. And I'll take that tray as done. Lovely. Perfect. I didn't miss anything. Wait, hold a moment. You get in there. Okay. Next. Whew. There. And red cabbage also has a little bit of that same issue. There. That's good though. That's a good batch of cabbage. That is pretty. Very, very nice. Little color. Red cabbage is also very, very good for your heart. Contains nitric oxide. But hold on, don't let me lie. It does not contain nitric oxide. It has a compound that helps produce nitric oxide. There we go. That's what it is. Don't let me lie, people. Okay. Wipe that up. Ew. Come on now. Be nice. There. Yes. Wonderful. No roots. And there's that. This. Lovely. Okay, perfect. Didn't miss anything. I would probably take these ones here too, little stragglers. Blurdy-dur. Wonderful. Yes, that'll work out. Okay, cool. So now that we got all that, I'm gonna go and get a little kale. Just a little bit. Fluff it up a little bit. Oh wait. All of our kale is over here. Lol. Alright, perfect. Now, the thing with our kale is that we only have like half a tray left. So I'm gonna use a little bit for the spicy salad mix and then make like 2 or 3 booster packs out of the rest. Because there's a couple of people that I know that really enjoy our kale. And I want them all to enjoy what we got. So just a little kale for the spicy salad mix for a little extra crunch. Just like that. And now, I can move back over here. Ta-da! I love it. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is our spicy salad mix. And we got kale, we got red cabbage, we got Osaka mustard, and we got ramble radish. So this is all gonna go and mix together now. Mr. Meep is already out there hitting the trays with water. Now when you mix microgreens, gentle. Very gentle. So depending on how much water they hold, which in our case really isn't much right now, which is good. What you want to do is you want to be very careful that you don't break all of the cotyledons off or anything. Kale is normally pretty forgiving, but you do want to have a good mix going on here. Okay, perfect. And look at us go, Costco. It's that easy, people. That easy. That sounded kind of like Bob Ross, didn't it? What, I like the man. He's wonderful for falling asleep too. It's just so calming, you know? Bob Ross had the right idea there. Okay, so we got the mix, we got our clamshells, and now we put the mix in the clamshells. Not the lime and the coconut, the mix in the clamshells, yeah? There we go, perfect. Okay. And let me check my phone real quick too. The bigger box. Okay, give me just 1 second, guys. I gotta answer that. Yes, we can do that. Whoops. Let me just go ahead and answer this real quick. Can I write today? I don't know if I can or not. Apparently I cannot. There. This. Perfect. Okay, so business is taken care of. That's always a good thing. Let me go and change my gloves. Yes. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, and we need one large box. Do I have a large? Do I have a large somewhere where I can just reach it? I don't have to go under the table. That would be fun. No, I guess not. Fine. So, Mr. Meep is about ready to take his first load of soil up to our friend's house. Oops. Can you please just fit over my hand? I promise you I don't have fat fingers. There. Okay, large box. Yes. Just a second. I'm gonna have to go diving. Hold on a second. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna need one large box of spicy salad mix. Oopsie, hello, good morning, how are you? Perfect. There. Perfect. That ought to do. Okay, sweet. We got that one. And now we're going to continue with our small ones. Okay, mix it up just a little bit more. Lovely. Okay. There's another one, just like the other one. Name it and love it. Perfect. These two, these are two. Trying to deceive me over here. Not today, people. Today's not that day. Okay, spicy salad mix. Got a few more of these to go. And I think really one of the things that I think one of the things that really surprised me the most when we first really got going with Beeps Microgreens was the fact that we actually came up with our first own salad mix. It's like the Knox mix. That was our first house blend. And I was like, well, I mean, it would be kind of cool, and it would be so beneficial and nutritious for the people. And you know, when you own your business, you really are your own worst enemy, because you're constantly going to second guess yourself and doubt yourself and do all these things where, like, well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even try because people might not like it. Well, it turns out that our Knox mix is actually one of our best sellers at the moment, and I'm super super happy about that. But again, you know, it's one of those things that you don't know what you don't know. You don't know how stuff is going to turn out unless you try. And you know, what's better than following your own advice? Because I've always said, well, you don't have to be ever ready. You just have to jump in and do it. And so finally, when we did come up with the Knox mix and everything went well, I was like, well, maybe I should just trust myself more often. It's really it's been a learning experience for both Scott and I. And it's an interesting way of finding out how people think too, because they go, oh, a new product, I already like the microgreens, so I'm going to try it, and then people decide, oh, they love it. And I think mixes in general are more interesting to people because you have so many different textures, different flavors, different colors in there, different health benefits, of course. um, I think I really want to lean into that in the future and make maybe one more mix to add to the entire thing. Maybe one involving Thai basil. Oh man, that would be cool. Yeah, see, now I'm sitting here, I'm going, oh, Thai basil and arugula. And again, you know, we don't grow Thai basil at the moment. We are probably going to have to stop our arugula production again. And again, you know, we are building a new grow room. As soon as we have enough space in here and there, we are going to do more things, people. But until then, we're going to have to keep you waiting with what we have. But this is probably also a really good opportunity for me to ask you guys stuff, because if you're here, if you're watching, I could just go, hey, what if you have had microphones before, what are your favorites? What would you like to see as a mix? You know, That's something I really want to know, because you have to get into people's heads a little bit too. You can't just. At first, I was very much like, oh well, I don't like this, so I'm not going to grow it. But it turns out that a lot of people really enjoy cilantro. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean anybody else doesn't like it. You know, so sometimes the stuff that you dislike the most is the stuff that people love the most. So you can't just base every decision on what I like myself. I have to keep other people in mind, and I think that's a really good trust building exercise too. Oops, oops. Hello there. Okay, and that is the last spicy salad mix. So tomorrow at the market, we're probably gonna only have like 2 or 3 spicy salad mixes. Some of those are going to go to Ruby Peak, so I'm gonna have to take them out of the equation. Okay, put those back over here. There we go. Lovely. And this one, lovely. Okay, gonna put these in there. Um, oh, yeah, of course, duh. Alright, let me go and show you what we're gonna do next. Put that in the fridge. That's for Taylor, that's for... Oh wait, we already have stuff. Ah, yes, okay. I think I'll just keep this here then. Perfect. That worked out lovely. So now I'm gonna go and take that kale. I'm gonna wash this bowl out here in a little while. Actually, you know what? I can probably just get all the crumbs in here, and then I'm gonna put it over here and wash it out later. Actually, you know what? Let me put it up here for just a second, because it's gonna be a while before I use it again, before I have to wash it. So I might as well just keep it out of the way. Alrighty, so next up is our kale. And our kale is really, really pretty. I really enjoy looking at our kale. So again, there's a lot of people who love microgreens for all of the health benefits and colors. But again, kale is another one that is so pretty when it's young. I mean, if you can look at this, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that pretty? So that is what we're going to harvest today. Let me go this way. Much better. Okay, so where is... Didn't I just have clamshells here? Are you kidding me? Did I not? Did I just use the last one? That can't be right. Where did I put that thing 5 minutes ago? Ah, Chihuahua. Okay, just a minute. We got more clamshells. I'm not scared. I hope I'm not scared. I hope I have no reason to be scared. Please don't scare me, people. I hate that. Okay, that is good. We have some clamshells. I'm gonna go get some more. Sorry, hold up. So this is now empty. Actually, wow, with the computer over there, I haven't really thought about how to get this out in a good way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough for the kale. So let me work one catastrophe at a time, okay? First we finish the kale, then we clean the tables, then we get the box out, then we open the new box. Everything is under control, which usually means that we're not going fast enough. There's this. There's that. Our kale. Here we go. So, something funny about the kale is I am not a kale lover. I always believed that the grown-up kale, so to speak, was just not my thing. Didn't taste right. The texture was terrible. This kale is so nice. The flavor is different. It lends itself to sandwiches naturally. It lends itself to salads quite naturally as well. You don't have to massage this kale as much, you know. So it's still pretty firm and everything, but it's nice and crunchy. It's got a wonderful texture to it. So this is actually one of the things that is like a it's like a gateway. Oh hey, maybe I like this in small form kind of thing. There. Okay, good. So kale, and no, I'm not. I'm not going to spell it Kail. Okay. I don't know where I saw that. Um, knife. There. Lovely. Put some more of that in there. I think that should be enough for one more. Yeah, that should be enough for one more booster pack. And then, oh, come now, child. There's that. Wonderful. Okay, so that should be our last booster pack of kale. And then I'm gonna have to go and see about these boxes right here. So what happened is that I actually have to go and so ever since I got the computer in here, which of course is wonderful that I have it, but it's kind of in the way of me grabbing certain things. But that's okay. That's a risk that I was aware of before I started this entire thing. I'm gonna make it a fair package though, at least. Perfect. Put that in there. That in there. Awesome. Cool. All right, that is the last kale. Scrunch it just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, lovely. Okay, cool. We got this. All right, and that means our kale is done. Now watch me scramble, people. Okay, kale. There. Now let me see here. Take care of my own mess here first. I really don't like it when everything is full of stuff. Makes everything look so unruly. I don't like to be looking unruly. It's bad. We don't do bad business in this house, people. This is an orderly German household, yeah? Perfect. Okay. So now that we got that figured out, oh, excuse you. Now let me go and figure the next thing out. There's this. There's that. Perfect. I'll bring that over into the other room. I'll be right back. Ooh, it's cold outside. Brr. Okay. Perfect. There we go. That all opened up. Lovely. That's the open side. One. Two. Three. Four. This is how we do it, people. Nice and easy. Okay, child. There. Okay, that goes down here. That goes back in there. That goes back in there. And we are done. And we are pretty much ready. Ew. Excuse you. Don't attack me like that. Help. I'm being attacked by plant matter. Okay. Now it's almost time for a little break for me. But not yet. We still got stuff to do. We still got plenty of stuff to do that way. Sit. Okay, let me see what else we got to harvest today because... I mean, yeah, there's a ton. Actually, you know what? I should probably just take care of this bok choy right here. I mean, it's just there. It's easy. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go into any mixes. Yeah, let's just do that. Perfect. Okay, so... bok choy, another one of my absolute favorites to grow. So, bok choy is one of those that really surprised me as a microgreen because... So, with the... what am I thinking about? Red cabbage. So if you have red cabbage, you expect it to taste like red cabbage and all of that, and it works out very nicely. I have bok choy like in Chinese food, stir fry, that kind of thing. I never had it as a microgreen. So when I first heard about it as a microgreen, I was like, oh my gosh, it's got to be good on sandwiches. Boy, was I right. So bok choy is one of those that is super, super crunchy. It has a ton of vitamins. It's definitely one of those that surprised me because some of those, when people hear microgreens, most of them go, oh yeah, salads. And that absolutely works. That absolutely works. But my favorite is actually having something on the sandwich that isn't lettuce. And so when I discovered microgreens, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And so I tried a whole bunch of varieties over the years. But I do have to tell you, bok choy is probably one of the absolute favorites for me on turkey sandwiches, ham sandwiches, anything that has salt in it, anything that has a little sodium behind it. Oh, hi Ninja, how's it going? Good to see ya. So, yeah, when I started bok choy and actually tried it for myself, what I do is I grow them in like little tiny planters. Oh, like this. Here, I can even show you. Hold on. Don't laugh. This is pumpkin, okay? This is the pumpkin that I'm currently growing, and it's really not working out at all because it's still bitter. What they said is as soon as the cotyledons, okay, as soon as the cotyledons develop, it should be fine. It's still bitter, so I'm gonna have to grow something else. Okay, I'm gonna have to grow this in a bigger tray. However, these are the tiny pots that are normally used to plant new things in that I haven't tried before, just to see germination rate, how it grows, what to do, later. And so when I did that with the bok choy, it grew perfectly from the get-go. There was no trouble in there. And again, I keep my plants fairly dry. I keep my plants fairly dry. I don't want them to have a whole bunch of moisture in them, simply because you can avoid a whole bunch of issues if you just keep them a little on the dry side. Don't starve them by any means, okay? If you all of a sudden look at your bok choy and the bok choy goes, ugh, yeah, it's probably, you should probably water it a little bit. But so right now, if I wish I could just hand you a sample right now. Okay, um, it's really so crunchy, especially when you cut it. Oh, and it smells so good too. Yeah, it's definitely become one of my favorites to grow and eat. Now, if you guys have microgreens before, I'd love to hear about your experience. If you've grown them before, especially, let me know what you think, what you grew, how you grew it, how your success rate was with different varieties. I could talk about that stuff all day. Why do you think I'm sitting here? Okay, now, let me make sure that I label that right. Bok choy, perfect. There's one. Where did I just put everything? Oh, new batch. Yes, new batch. Oh, don't be stubborn. Thank you. Sometimes you just have to meep it into submission. So, what we have is today we got 3 trays of bok choy that should be. If I was a betting bunny, I'd say about 10 packs. Okay, let's just see 10 packs. I have one. I think I get another 2 out of this. Then probably another 2 to 3 out of that. 2 to 3 out of that. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. This is not a competition, folks. Okay. Whoops. There's that. And yes, I know, I'm terrifying with a 6-inch knife. But I promise you, I'll never hurt anybody unless they ask me to. Nicely. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, we can make that full. Lovely. So we got this. Okay. Close that. Oh, come on. Don't squish the product. You know what? We can make that fuller. Why am I not giving people the best experience? There. Now the tray is empty. This is full. So much better. I like being good to people. Oops, oops, oops. Come on. Crunch, crunch. There we go. There. Did I? I didn't. That's a shame. I thought I brought out another thingy. Hold up a sec. Let me show you the grow room. Boop. Now, this is my full operation here. That is really weird. I thought I had another. Well, I guess not. Okay. I thought I had another empty box out here. But that's okay. We can just put it right in here. And of course, the important thing is that you want to make sure that you get all of your stuff into the fridge right away. That is crucial, of course. In any. Excuse you. Hello. I'm trying to work with you. Yoy, yoy, yoy. Oh, buddy, you are heavy. Did I water you this morning? What is this? Why are you so heavy? Oh, boy. Okay. So this is where we make our decisions on how our Friday is going to go. Okay? You have a tray that's kind of super heavy. That means that there's a lot of water. If it's super watery, what happens? Now I can show you this right here. It's probably going to bleed water. So if you look at the stems, I don't know if you can see it. There's actually water coming out of the stems where I just cut. And that is really, really, really not a good thing, because the wetter they are, the shorter they'll last. And we want to have our microgreens to have the longest lifespan possible, of course. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here and eat bok choy. No, but this one's just as heavy. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, the flavor is great and everything, don't get me wrong. But it's just way too wet. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait until the afternoon, until it's all drier. Drier in the fryer. Okay, no mas bok choy for now, that's fine. Let's see what else we got. I really like bok choy. We have... Oh, we got plenty of broccoli. Yeah, let's go and harvest some broccoli, people. Cilantro, actually. Yeah, cilantro has right away. Because the cilantro is starting to falter. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bunnies, may I present the pride and joy of today's harvest. This is our cilantro, and just look at the bushiness of this stuff. I mean, it is unbelievable, people. I'm super happy with this crop today, the way it turned out. And we have 2, 4, 6, 7 trays of cilantro. So I can promise you, whoever likes cilantro, they're gonna go and walk away happy today. Let me see here. I'm going to give you a better view of what's happening. Okay, more cilantro. Oh, that's only half a tray. That's fine. I am unafraid. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 7. Holy moly. Okay, so I got me a field to harvest. Wow. So we're definitely going to have a lot of cilantro. That's wonderful. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take one of those. There, and I'm going to turn the harvest can right back on. Just a second. Boop! There we go. Hi! Okay, and let's get going on the cilantro. Perfect. Oh, that hits you instantly. Like I say, I wish I had smell-o-vision in here, because honestly, cilantro, Thai basil, the really aromatic stuff, when it gets harvested, it just fills the room. It fills the room with so much love. It is wonderful. It is absolutely delightful, really. Okay, I think that's good. And we're gonna call it cilantro. How about that? I'm just gonna put it over in here. Hey, come on. Sit. Oh, you silly thing. There you go. All right. Perfect. And this is where everything pays off, people. All the work that we put in over the last week, over the week before that, that is all coming to fruition today, quite literally. We are reaping what we sowed. I kind of like that. Okay. Got more cilantro back here. Excuse you. Okay, got more cilantro back over here. Why are there so many roots in here? This is terrible. Ugh, go away. There. Nice and clean. That's how we want it. Okay, you are not good. You are good. Okay, close that. And normally, let me try not to lie about this because I'm terrible at estimating. Normally we make about 120 packs a week for everything, I think, for the farmers market. Not really sure how many packs we have. I should have kept better track. I'm gonna have to count all the stuff later on anyway. It's fine. All right, so get this cilantro out of here. Whew, hello. Did I forget the pad again? There. Now the thing is, when you buy microgreens, they normally, well, so what we say, they last about 7 to 10 days in the fridge. What you can do in order to keep them longer, you exchange them with a fresh pad every couple of days or so. Just a paper towel kind of thing. You know, just put it in there so it can actually get the moisture all wicked away, and that helps it stay fresh longer. Dry is good, people. Dry is good. So there's that. Eudemus. And again, you wanna make sure it also has a little bit of peel in the box. Make it look pretty. There, then you make a little pile, and then you hit it on the head. Boink, just like that, see? Give it a couple of whoops. There we go. Okay, cilantro. And now the important part is that I cannot let myself get distracted. This. Okay, let me go check one thing real quick here. Yay! Oh, come now, child. Let me send it. All right, now. Wait a second. Hold on. I just had a thought. I have a lot of them throughout the day. Trust me. But oh, you know, it's all taken care of. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Don't let me scroll. We're good. This. Those. You know what? You're lumpy. I don't want you. There. No lumpy product, my stuff. Okay, this is an orderly German household. We do stuff with love and integrity over here. And not bad cilantro. Bad cilantro is bad business. We don't do bad business around here. So, next up, more cilantro. I'm just gonna go and have to go and get a little bit of a move on here, people. Because time be a wasting. This is such a great crop, guys. This is such a great crop. I'm so happy about this. I'm really, really happy with the cilantro and the way it grew this time. Perfect. And, you know, nature being nature, it doesn't always turn out the way that you want it to because, you know, every week is different, every crop is different. Sometimes microgreens develop a mind of their own. You know, there's issues like damping off, which we are trying very hard to avoid. There's stuff where stuff just doesn't germinate. There's germination rack crashes at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then you have dirt in your shoes at 7 a.m. You know, there's all sorts of things that happen throughout a week, and the plants You can control the environment of the plants, but you don't control the plants themselves. So that's the one thing. It's always a little bit of a surprise of, well, are we going to have a super awesome harvest or just an awesome harvest? It's never a terrible harvest, if we're lucky. Okay, cilantro up. And I have to tell you, the whole streaming thing is actually much nicer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like super distracting to me. And meanwhile, I learned I can talk and harvest at the same time. This is good. Oh, come now. Is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to move a little bit out of that. Not to be cruel, but I want to be able to close this thing without squishing anything and still make it fair for the customers. Oh, don't, no, don't. Please don't let me squish you. I don't want to hurt you guys. There, see? I squished one anyway. That's okay. That's okay. Oops. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything that starts with a K, please let me know. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to answer some questions if you have any. If not, I'll just make up questions and answer them myself. I have no problem with that, okay? Now, a lot of people go, okay, well, so why microgreens? You know, why should I eat this in the first place? So if you imagine a full-grown head of broccoli, this tiny little seed, okay, already has all the nutrients in there that it needs to grow into this fantastic mature plant. And the thing is, as soon as it starts to grow into this really mature plant, all of the nutrients disperse into the plant and the concentration is much, much lower of all of these great things that you have. So the sulforaphane, you know, the compounds like anthocyanins, that kind of stuff is really fully developed, but it is dispersed in the plant. So basically, that's why you have to eat a whole head of broccoli in order to get the same nutrition that you get out of a pack of microgreens. Because microgreens, at the stage that they're harvested, usually contain up to 40 times the nutrients that the full grown plant has. And knowing that, it's much easier to actually eat like a third of a pack of broccoli and still have the full nutrition of a full head of broccoli. And that's what I'm trying to explain to people a whole bunch. And a lot of my job is really education. It's really telling people, hey, this is how we do it. This is what we do, and this is why we do it. You know. And now I need to go and take a drink. Excuse me for just a second, okay? Okay, we have returned. Let me turn this tray around for you. You can actually see the pretty side of what I do here. Yeah. Visuals count. Okay, up. See? 2 steps ahead. 2 steps ahead is one too many. There. Okay, I might have to cut more pads too. You know, I always say, oh, I love everything about my job except paperwork. I mean, cutting pads kind of is paperwork. I mean, it's paper towels, isn't it? Yeah, so that is. Ew, what are you doing here? 9, you are ugly. Go away. I would never speak to a human like that, only to plants, okay? their level of self-confidence isn't usually as high. We can't hurt their ego. Okay, there's cilantro. There's that. And now that this thing is full, we're gonna go and put it right into the fridge. Oop. There. And we're gonna need a new box. All right. There. That was cold. I like to be cold. Didn't we have enough winter? Well, up here, actually, we didn't really. So the sad thing is, about 3 or 4 years ago, probably more like 5 now, actually. Gosh, time flies. It's unbelievable. So about 5 years ago now, we were still living in a trailer in a toy hauler. So what happened is, Mr. Reed retired. We went all over the place in the States, and then COVID hit in 2020. And so a good friend of us called us and said, "Hey, why don't you come up here? And you can park your trailer in my driveway, and you can just wait until this entire COVID thing has left the building, so to speak." And we said, "Okay, fine." So we went up there, and we had our first Malawian winter, and it got down to like minus 16, minus 18 degrees, and it was wonderful. You slept under like 3 blankets, and then on top of 2, it was hilarious. It was really a lot of fun. But honestly, I kind of miss those winters because, so this year, or last year, the winter wasn't really that cold. We didn't get a lot of snow. The winter before that was also comparatively mild. I mean, we had some snow, but goodness knows, not enough to actually build a snowpack or help us out when the fires arrive. So I'm missing my winters, people. I'd really like to have like a minus 15 degrees of winter. I mean, right now we have yellow jackets out, and they're huge. They're huge, guys. Seriously, I'm so sad. It is wild. There we go. Get that. There. Okay. Oop. There's a coriander seed. So what I learned about cilantro is actually kind of funny because I'm still not entirely sure how it works. You Okay? I'll let her know. Oh, and you've got your bag right there with. So Mr. Beep is gonna go head up to a friend of ours and drop some of the soy loaves that we used. We're doing that about 2 deliveries a week, several times depending. I can probably just put into another one. And that means that meep, meep. And that means that I can probably go and take a break too. But first of all, I do need to tell the lady that he's coming up there, so give me just a moment. All right, there. So, give me 1 minute. I'm gonna have to text someone real quick. What? Verizon updates. Well, yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. Go away. Where is there is and okay, perfect. So, at this point, it's 10. I've been at this for like what, 6 hours, 5 hours really. I'll tell you what. Let me go and take a quick break. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna have to go and get myself something to drink, make myself tea, if at all possible. Do I have tea left? Why am I asking you? You don't know. Okay, anyway, I am going to be back. Let me go and put that into the fridge, and then we're gonna go see about refreshments.
Meep, meep.
All right, much better already. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. I have a ton of stuff to do still. So, don't mind me if all of a sudden get a little quiet around the edges. Sometimes when I have to focus, I get quiet because I know when I talk, I just can't focus on anything. There we go. Okay. Let me check one thing real quick. Okay, so we are good. We're good. This is great. I love it. There. Why do we not have any more music? Did I run out of music? Oh no. We're gonna. Oh, there it is. Okay, yay! That works. Wonderful. So, what we got is more cilantro to harvest. In fact, there's at least 5 more trays. It doesn't really take that long. If I can just hush and focus for a little bit. There. Everything that looks good gets into the mix. There. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that is another tray that can go to the farm. And slip. Okay, we got a little seed here. This is beautiful, guys. Ah, that smell. See, I don't even like cilantro, and I enjoy this so much. Why is the door just open? It's got to be the grow room ghost again. Richard the grow room ghost. There it is. Okay. Get that in there, get that closed. Oops. There's the immediate quality control. Everything is clean, everything is beautiful. Nothing untoward is going to go into your booster packs, I promise. There. Get that root off. Perfect. There's cilantro. That's supposed to be an R, not a V, I promise. See, that's what happens when you don't watch what you're doing. All of a sudden you lose focus and then you write V's instead of R's. It's terrible. Cilantro. We now have cilantro, people. It happens. Pad. Ah, this just grew so beautifully. It's really gorgeous, guys. It's really something. Okay, and I probably should turn this tray around a little bit. So I got it easier to harvest. You don't have to look at the dirt. Ta-da. Perfect. God, I'm making a mess over here. That's okay. That's okay. At least you have... At least it gives me something to clean up later so you can watch me. And streaming is actually fun that way because it holds you accountable, you know? Always clean up after your own messes. This is an orderly German household. Okay, there's that. That way. And there's this. That. Everything's better with a little music, isn't it? trees out of here. Perfect. There's this. Stamp those up. Wonderful. These. See, now the thing is, when you harvest a tray, sometimes some of the plants just kind of like lay flat a little bit, and then what you do is you come from the other side and scoop them up a little bit, and then you can still harvest, but you gotta get a full pack out of what's already decided to fall over. So that's always good. Don't waste anything, people. Waste is bad business, and we don't do bad business around here. That's right. And we don't run either. Yes. Why would I want to run? Something chasing me? Is there free beer? Is the free beer on fire? But why would I want to run, people? No. I walk 3 times a day. Three times a week. That's about as much exercise as I get between lifting up plants and trays and working and running and doing all the things that I do on a regular basis here. It's not that I'm inactive. I have a fairly active lifestyle, actually. It just all revolves around my business, is all. Okay, so we got this. Lovely. Take that one out of the equation. Up the bunny. Let me go and get the other 2. Ugh. See? That is what you shouldn't do. You create more mess than you make when you're in a hurry. You create more mess than you make? Did I just say that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, my brain, people. We got one more tray to go. Whew! That is a lot of cilantro. And you know what? That is going to make for a lot of happy people. Okay, now cilantro. There. And that should fill that corner. See, this cilantro package is not perfectly packed, so we're going to call it not pretty but rare. Okay, that all done here. Okay, that in there. Oh, need more clamshells already. Goodness. I'm just throwing stuff around. Okay, wait, hold on. This way. I'm still good. I don't need to make pads just yet. Kindly behave yourself there, sir. Back up. Silence on the cheap seats. Okay, perfect. We got this. Whoop, 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 whoop. You. There. And that is how we do it. One pack at a time, one tray at a time. Huh? The masses are revolting tonight, I'm telling you. That's fine. That's fine. Let him revolt. Let him see what it brings him. There. Okay. Just a little more. Oh, come on. There. Lest I falter. Okay. Now I'm happy. Oops. There. Okay. Lovely. Okay. So tomorrow at the market, we're gonna have a ton of fun. I hope the weather is gonna hold up. I don't think it's gonna be bad. Siri, what's the weather for tomorrow?
Expect some clear skies tomorrow. The high temperature will be 72 degrees and low will be 46.
Oh yay! 72 degrees. That means it's dress weather. I love it. Yes. Awesome. Whee! Whoops. Okay, there's the cilantro. There's the lid. And smoosh. And we don't smoosh them a lot. We smoosh them with love. Okay? Lovely smooshes. That's all we do. We don't want to break what we create. Is that? Okay, now. And there's actually kind of a lot of stuff that you find out over the time when you first start doing microgreens, and then you go into different seeds and you learn how to grow stuff. The one thing that I always had heard from a couple called On the Grow on YouTube, by the way, they're wonderful people. She said that cilantro seeds smells like Fruit Loops, actually. I tend to agree with that assessment. It's really well. So cilantro seeds actually smell kind of fruity. They smell floral almost. It's very, very nice. It's a very cool aroma that you got there. Okay. I'm gonna take that tray away. Next. Ow. There. Okay, perfect. Worked. Boop. Come on, come on, come on. Get smooshable. There. Stay. There. And next. Perfect. All right. Just a little more. That corner over here, that should be good. Oh, I like that song. We have beachy wipes. Whoopsie! Where I am, there is chaos, but I can't be everywhere at the same time. I try hard though, okay? Whoopsie! In there. That in there. Oh, there we go. So yeah, Fridays are pretty much crunch time days. Because that's when I have to know kind of by noon what I'm going to have. Because we're going to have a ton of pre-orders again. So and let me touch on that real quick, okay? So what's been happening over the past 3-4 weeks now, ever since the farmers market started, is that we sold out on a regular basis. That is not because we're so great or whatever. It's just because our grow room is at full capacity. We have a 14x7 grow room which is currently running at full capacity, and quite often at that point, because it's summer, what happened is that the restaurants started slamming us, you know, in the best way possible, because they said, could we just double and triple our orders? No, I kid you not. They just, you know, it exploded around us. And so we are trying to keep everybody happy. We're trying to keep food for everybody on the table. We are in the process of building a second grow room just on the other side of this wall. Once that is done, we are going to double, probably even triple our capacity, but at least double it. So please, guys, be patient. If you haven't been able to get your favorite greens from your favorite people, please go ahead and see if you can find us through Ruby Peak Naturals, through Good Groceries, through the Joseph Market. Please go ahead and find us there. It is not that we don't want to bring you the freshest, most available microgreens we have. It's just that we can't sell anything that we just simply don't have, and that was the original issue. We since have tried our best to revise that. Oh goodness, that was way too much. See, don't let me talk. Don't let me talk. There. I mean, you want to be able to close the thing, right? Yeah, that's still a bit much. There. Okay. And so we are trying to ramp up our production capacity. Again, it's not that we don't want to give you what you want, guys. We just can't, like, every time at the moment. And I feel the pressure. Really, I do. You have been nothing but awesome about this so far. I love the fact that there are so many people that go, oh, hey, you know what? If I can't get you here, I can just get them through Ruby Peak and Enterprise or through Good Groceries Online, so I can get them delivered. We are doing our best to keep up with everything. We are going to we painted. I haven't even given you the update yet. I'll post something later on today on Facebook. We have painted the grow room. We got 2 coats down. We still have a lot of caulking to do. We still have a lot of you know, we have to buy the racks and the lights, and we have to get the cables all well, the cables are there, but the plugs all installed. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff that we still have to do. And we're working on it every single day when we're not harvesting or delivering or doing other things. That is not quite enough yet for me. There. There. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And again, be fair to the customers. There's that. Okay, let me just see something here real quick. Yeah, we are not doing terrible, are we? Good. And once I'm done with the cilantro, I have to go and wash my knife. Because what happens is the cilantro is so fragrant that it's just gonna stick to the knife forever and ever. I'm kind of glad that we're wearing gloves because honestly, it sticks to your hands forever and ever too. You can wash your hands with soap after this, and you will still smell cilantro at least 3 hours later. I promise you that. It's not that it bothers me at all. I'm just saying that's how intense our cilantro is. There. Gonna have to rub a silver spoon over my fingers like with garlic. That's actually a neat little trick. I never knew that you can actually use a silver spoon to get rid of garlic smell on your fingers. I mean, you could just wear gloves, but where's the fun in that? Why would you want to prevent a problem if you could just deal with it over time? Okay, let me go get this one out. That there. Yeah, might as well. Oh no 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 no, sir. See this is what I'm talking about. Little tiny pieces of dirt on the roots and stuff. No, not happening. This is an orderly German household. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on. There it is. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. That does look to be a fair portion. I like it. Cilantro. What's das denn? All right. That was really a good grow. That was really a good grow. I'm pretty happy with the cilantro and the way it grew this time. And then again, every week is different. And especially in the beginning, we had a ton of issues between winter and spring and summer and fall. So when the temperatures shift dramatically from super high to super low, and especially overnight, sometimes it's hard to anticipate what's going to happen inside the grow room. But we got it covered because now we have an AC in there, we have a dehumidifier, we have a fan, of course, and we have installed fans on the racks themselves. I can show you that at some point too. One day I'm going to show you a complete video of the grow room. I very much hope that I'm going to be able to put a camera in there for streaming as well, so I can always say, hey, let's check it out the Kale district. A little more. Just a little more. Perfect. Okay. Put that all done. There it is. Okay, and we have another box full, and that means that we can go and get that into the fridge. Perfect. And now I'm kind of oops. Hello. What 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 are you doing in there? Fine. Okay, I'll keep you. There, I'll just put that up here. I'm kind of running out of boxes, people. That's not good for anybody, is it now? But that's okay. That's okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it as we go. I promise. I'll figure it out. I've done this before. I can do it again. Ew. Ew. Okay, so what I would like to do is get done with the cilantro and then take a look at what I still have to do. I know the bok choy, but we're gonna have to wait with that because the bok choy is still, excuse me, there we go. So the bok choy is still super, super wet. And I really don't want to harvest it when it's so wet. So I'm going to have to wait until the late afternoon or something. So you're probably not going to see me harvesting that today, because at that point we're going to be flying from one thing to the next. But for right now, focus cilantro. Wait, what? Who? What? Where? Oh, wait! Okay, just a second. We just got a pre-order in. Hold on. People are so awesome. So for the longest time, I would come to the customer every Friday and go, "Hey, at noon I'm going to send out my text messages." It's not even 11 yet. I'm already getting text messages from, "Hey, by the way, could we please?" All right, perfect. That makes me so happy. There. Okay, perfect. So let me uh, let me go ahead and write that down real quick. Put that here for a sec. Okay, that should work. Put that right there. Go back to harvest. Doink. Wonderful. It is lovely when stuff works, isn't it? Isn't that just the best? Oops. Okay. Close that. Oh, schnoopsies. Ooh. You saw that, didn't you? Richard. I'm telling you, grow room ghost. It's official meat blower now. We have a grow room ghost named Richard. You know, one day I really do hope to get away from all of this plastic stuff, because I'm who loves plastic? Who truly adores and loves plastic, right? If I wouldn't have to use them, I wouldn't use it. The thing is, like, if you're at a farmer's market, you want to make sure that people see a product, that they see exactly what it's in it, what it looks like from the side, from the top, from the bottom. Um, the problem is that I'd really like to go to something much more sustainable, like compostable bags or something. But again, you know, you can't see through compostable bags. You can't see the product at the market. That's pretty important. So how do we get away from that? I'm still trying to figure that one out. Okay. Um, I do want to be sustainable. I do want to do the best that we can do for the environment, of course. But until we actually find something that's sustainable financially for us as well, it's going to have to stay plastic. And we do take it back. We do take it back. So if you have those plastic containers, we're more than happy for them to return to us. That's not a problem. If you want to, you can bring them by. You can bring them by the market. We'd be happy to have them. Oops. Okay, there. Is that a bit full? Yeah, a little. It's a little full, guys. I'm sorry. And again, this is not about like taking stuff away from people. This is just, you know, make it look good, make the customer happy, and also make sure that you can close the thing without squishing the product. There. Not as pretty as some, not as mighty as others, but it's a full booster pack. Now, people sometimes go, well, if you start working at like 5 a.m., do you ever sleep? Not recently. I mean, of course I do sleep, but so what happened with Mr. Meep and I, we kind of fell into this routine where we kind of like go to bed at 8 and then sleep at 9 at the latest and then get up at 4:30 in the morning. Sometimes 4. Tomorrow 4 for sure, because there's just um, a lot of prep that goes into the market, and then you have to leave here by 6:15 in order to be there by 7, so we can set up in peace and do all of the things. 99999. You are no nice. There. Okay, that goes there. I guess I really just got used to it after a while. I mean, I'm still, trust me, when my alarm rings at 4:30 in the morning, I am dead tired. My only saving grace at that point is a very strong cup of chai tea and the knowledge that I'm going to go live here at around 5:15, 5:30, and that gives me the oomph to get up and do things usually. Plus, I mean, yeah, the plants rely on me too. But the one thing that's absolutely beautiful about Palawa County, if you do get up at 4:30 and you leave the house by 4:45 to go into your adjacent shop and start working there, the skies are completely dark still. If you're lucky and you're early enough, in the winter, absolutely. In the summer, yeah, it starts to dawn a little bit. But you get out, you look up at the sky, and there's billions of stars, just billions of stars, and that is one of the things that really fascinates me about this entire thing up here. I love the fact that I can hear cows in the morning, that I have chickens running across the road, that I have deer parades walking down my road. Early in the morning, late at night, doesn't matter. There's always some animal noise in the background that you can hear. I love it, absolutely love it. But when it's quiet, it's completely quiet. It is silent. It is absolutely wild. So about 3 years ago, 4 years ago now, we had a little dog, and so that little dog and I took him outside. It was about, I don't know, 6:30, 7 in the evening, and I'm kind of like walking him along, and all of a sudden I stop and I hear this yip 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 everywhere, and it sounded like there were hundreds of coyotes all around us. And while it was super eerie, and while it was super like they were super far away. I didn't see a single coyote, but you could tell that they were everywhere, and it was just this beautiful chorus of nature, so to speak. So again, really really cool stuff. Um, I mean, the beauty is one thing. The beauty of Alawa County. I don't even need to tell you that's if you are from here. But truly, if you haven't experienced country life and being up here, it's a whole different thing. What is this? Hello? Oh, okay, perfect. Um, it is just special. You don't find this in big cities. You don't find this in many places around the world. And I am so happy that I found this place. And I think I just talked about that with a friend yesterday. So um, we talked about how Valhalla County just kind of like gets you and it doesn't let go, and it's very very true, because again we came here for the first time, I think 9 years ago now, when a friend of ours moved up here, and at that time we were still RVing. At that time we were still doing a whole different thing, and we went to Valhalla Lake for the first time, and I was absolutely smitten. I was absolutely smitten. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how clear the water was. I couldn't believe how absolutely stunning the lake was with the mountains. And of course, we went up to with the tram and stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't like heights. Okay, I will freely admit I do not like heights very much. And going up in that tram, let's just say that didn't suit me well. But the good thing is, at least they had wine at the Summit Grill, so I could prepare my nerves for the ride down again. That was wonderful. But honestly, when we finally moved here, um, first in the RV and then realizing, nobody can beat this fresh air as far as I'm concerned. Nobody can beat the silence in the morning, and you can see and hear the world waking up, and it makes you feel so close to nature and so close to this entire environment around you. It's beautiful. So anyway, do not let me fumble, people. Do not let me scroll. Do not let me get distracted. I have half a more tray of cilantro. Come on, we got this. I believe. Do you believe? But come on, people, you gotta believe. Otherwise, it doesn't work. But yeah, so again, I'm super super happy here. I hope I don't ever have to leave this county because gosh, I love it. It's the perfect place to actually become a little agoraphobic because there's not a stoplight in the entire county, not a one. We went to LeGrand just 2 days ago, and it was wild because all of a sudden there's things like cars and bikers and more cars and noises and smells, and it's confusing. It really is confusing for a second. So I guess it's really you become quite used to being around the county, and then everything else kind of starts to scare you because you're just not used to the traffic and stuff anymore. So I think I found my forever home here. Anyway, enough talking, more working. Got it. Thank you. And the community itself, oh, don't even get me started on the people. Do not even let me get started on the people. They are so wonderful. We have made so many friends here that I wouldn't even have believed it. So we used to live in Hillsborough, and we didn't even know our neighbors. Washougal, same thing. Okay, we didn't know our neighbors. We barely ever had any contact with anybody. Over here, everyone knows everyone. You're around each other all the time. You see each other going shopping and that kind of stuff. Okay, hold on, give me just a second here, guys. Okay, perfect. Um, but yeah, anyway, let me get back to it. Let me create a little bit more chaos as I go. And then what do I have left? Red cabbage. I gotta harvest red cabbage. Let's see. What else? The arugula. The sunnies have to get washed. Um, yeah, we still have a long day ahead, people. But that's okay because you know what? At least we get to hang out together, right? Me and my millions and millions of viewers. I mean, my millions and millions of viewers and me. There. You gotta be proper about this kind of stuff, right? Okay. There's another one. Just like the other one. Perfect. All right. Okay, so after the cilantro, I'm gonna have to cut a few more pads. Oop, not you. There. Yep, that is going to make for one last perfect pack of cilantro. Eh, go away. There. That all cut up. And that is going to be our sampler. Now I have to go cilantro counting too because I have no idea how many packs I have. It's kind of important to know, okay? Keep track of your stuff. I'm not threatening you. I promise you. I'm just pointing. I'm not threatening you. Promise. Okay. Let me go and close this down. And then, if it is a sample, what I do is I grab my tape over here. There it is. I can probably take the gloves off now too. Okay. There we go. Hello. All right. So cilantro is finally all done. Whew, that was the thing. Okay, so let me go and take my gloves off. Oh, thank you. And now let me go and take a little bit of a break because I do need to go and wipe this stuff down first of all. It's a mess, people. It's terrible. It's terrible, I tell you. There we go. And I have to say, so far, we had a really, really productive day. I mean, we got the cilantro done, we got the daikon almost done, we still have the bok choy to do, the red cabbage. I can do the red cabbage right now. And then, there. Now, first off, though, I do have to, oops, hello, wonderful. I just needed to prove that gravity still works, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and wash my knife off a little bit because, again, you know, the cilantro sticks to the knife. And not everybody appreciates cilantro in their bok choy. Okay, we can take this one out, that one out. Ugh, there we go. Lovely. And then I'm going to go and take a quick break. We'll be back. Okay, hold on. We got a better screen. Yes. Hi again. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have finitoed with the cilantro. And of course, I forgot to put it in the fridge. I'm going to do that right now. Stay. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18. All right, 18 cilantros. Do not let me forget that. 18 cilantros. That's what we got, and that's what I get in the book. Okay, harvest. Give me my keyboard. Give me. There. Okay, just a second. Ugh. What happened? I didn't want that to happen. Okay, hold on a second. I'm sorry. I think I just broke something. Did I break something? No? Should I try again? Okay, what did I say? Cilantro has... Ugh, that's cilantro. Cilantro. There. We had 7 trays. We had 80. Actually, you know what? We had 6 trays. It was kind of like 6.5, but one of them is a taste tester anyway. So daikon. How much daikon do we have? Don't let me scroll. See, that's how it happens. That's how I screw up all of my paperwork, and I hate paperwork. Okay, don't let me screw it up. That's bad. Okay, let me see. Okay, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cantaloupe. Wait. Yes. Yes, 12 cantaloupe. Why is everybody barking? What's going on out there? Goodness. Let me close that door. There. Okay, 12 cantaloupe. The daikon is gonna come, don't worry. Oh, we had 14. Okay, perfect. So, daikon. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 daikon. That is schnoopsies. That's pretty awesome, actually. I love it. What? Who? Where? Oh, hold on just a minute. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We had actually we had someone come over who wanted to take a look at the grow room, and so they do that right now. Mr. Beep is giving the tour. I have to go and keep harvesting, otherwise we'll never get this done. And at some point, as much as I love all of you, I I'm going to have to go and do things. Okay, so give me just a second here. I still have no idea what my daikon count is now for the third time. Let me go and count the daikon. Didn't I say something about 22 or something? Okay, I'll count again. Hold on, just a minute. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. 21! I'll take it. Close enough for comfort. 21 daikon. And that came from about 5 trays, which is really fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Okay, so let me go back to my chat, making sure that I don't miss anything. Like anybody ever comes here. Okay, so something else that I need to do today is harvest. Ugh, get out of here! What are you doing? Don't scare me like that. I'm a bunny. I scare easily. Fluff off. Ugh. Okay, so what we are going to do next? We're going to harvest some red cabbage, and then let me see what else I got. Plenty of stuff. We'll be fine. Hold on. I'll be right back. Wait, where, there. Okay, perfect. There. Now you can see me walk in and walk out. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I can probably move all of the cilantro up here for a little bit now. Right where it belongs. Oh, 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 don't break that. Please don't break that. Oop. Come on, child. There, in you go. Wonderful. Get all of those up here. Move them just a little bit. There we go. So, from where I'm standing, we still got 2 Rambo, 1 daikon, 1 red cabbage to harvest. The bok choy, of course. Don't let me forget that, but that's going to be later. Okay. I don't think there's really too much left. Oh, the Mizuna mustard. Yeah, the Mizuna mustard. I do have to harvest that too. But for right now, let me go ahead and stick with the red cabbage and the Rambo. I think that's a good thing. Let's go. We have probably 2 to 3 packs of red cabbage that we can harvest from this. Okay, just a second here. Oop, there we go. Okay, really quickly, let me go ahead and get something to drink too, because oh, and look at our goals. Wait, that's not the right. That's not even the right date. What is this? I can't even keep my dates straight, guys. What's today? The 12th? Yeah. There. Okay, we fixed one. We fixed one thing. Now we broke it. Great. Okay, hold on. And no, there. That is definitely not correct anymore. Hold on. Harvest. Giggle. Have fun. Okay. And then there. Isn't that much better already? There. Okay, that is our to-do list for the rest of the day. Not bad, right? Ah, okay, just a second. I gotta go in. Why do you keep attacking me like that? I feel this is personal now. There's a fly that keeps coming at me. I don't like it. Okay, let him try that now. Okay, perfect. So now that we got a little water into us, hydrate. Okay, that's very, very important. Let me go and show you our red cabbage, which it's not a complete fail. We still get some nice growth out of it. Um, we are going to stop the red cabbage. Okay, and I know there's going to be some people that go, but I like red cabbage. I know, I like red cabbage too. Trust me, this hurts me as much as it hurts you. Okay, but what we've realized is that the red cabbage, for some reason, doesn't grow well in this grow room. And again, we are building a new one right across the road. Yeah, right across this side of the wall. And once that's happened, we're gonna grow arugula again. We're gonna grow red cabbage. We're gonna go and have a whole different lineup in the other room. Until then, we are going to replace the red cabbage with kohlrabi. Now kohlrabi is actually a very German plant. Kohl is for cabbage, and rabi is for something that I don't know. I'm full-blooded German, but honestly, I have no idea what's rabbit. Rabi, I don't know. So anyway, don't let me forget my gloves. But I do want to take these apart. That's easier without. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get them out here at some point. Okay, got it. There. Okay. So red cabbage. I don't know what happened. Honestly, I do not know what happened. Red cabbage used to be such a love. It used to be a complete darling of our grow room. We adored it, and after a little while, it started. I mean, it's still growing. You can see it right here. But again, our corners are kind of bare and that kind of stuff. And so we want to have the best and healthiest grows that we can from every single plant. So when something doesn't work, we take it off the shelves. We research, we do a couple of test trays, we try to figure out, is it better to have a fan directly on it? Does it need more light? Does it need more water? Does it need more attention? Do I need to sing it a good night song every night? I have done this, okay? You do not want to hear this, but I have done this. I sing to my plants here and there. I'm not embarrassed. Not at all. The plants are, though. Okay, freshly washed and sanitized knife. And red cabbage, perfect. That makes for a good combo if you want to harvest red cabbage, right? And sometimes the cabbage here has the same issue that the Osaka mustard has. Mustard in general, really weak roots. So they're pulling up a whole bunch of dirt. Not ideal when you're trying to actually get this to customers who might want to actually eat it without dirt. So, some people actually like the salads without dirt. I don't know why. It's terrible. So we're going to be very, very, very aware of what we're doing here. So I'm going to hush up for a minute, okay? Might have to sharpen my knife. Didn't I just say I was going to hush up? Yeah, see how that worked? Okay. Okay. Bit more over here. And so from a business perspective, and I don't like to talk business because money doesn't really affect me all that much. I you know, if I was comfortable enough, I would do this for free. Like seriously, I love this. But so what's happened is that when you have trays that don't grow well and they don't give you at least 4 booster packs per tray, that's my profit margins are razor thin, seriously. Um, so what I'm trying to do is, of course, get as much good out of everything as I can. But at the same time, when a crop doesn't work for several weeks in a row, it just struggles and it doesn't grow right, and it keeps making you lose money in the end. And people, we can't live like that. We can't have that. And so I want to have a product that makes the people happy. I want to have a product that makes me happy. And we can achieve happiness together. Isn't that cool? But it's really one of those where I'm like, well, I do want to do what works. If it doesn't work, we're gonna have to. If my heart is really dependent on it, like the arugula, I will tell you about the arugula later. But it's really one of those where I'm like, well, if I really love what that one variety and I really want to grow it, I'll do it. I'll research. I'll do whatever I can, and eventually it's gonna make its way back to the grow room, like what I did with the arugula. And now it turns out that the arugula still doesn't want to work, which is super super sad. Now arugula is not a beginner crop, and me as an intermediate grower, that sounds funny. Um, I honestly I don't know what it is with the arugula. I don't know why it's so finicky. So one problem is that the arugula holds water. You know, if you ever test a theory, involve arugula because it's going to hold water. Um, it's one of those things where chefs love it for that bright, super awesome flavor, for the spice and all of that. The problem is again when plants are wet, they're going to not stay good as long. Okay, and I'm really trying to find growths or to find seeds and to find varieties that grow well, that keep well, that make the chefs happy, that make you guys happy. It's one of those never-ending search stories. That's how we found bok choy. Bok choy is absolutely amazing. I love that stuff. I love it absolutely. Um, Broccoli has been treating us really, really well for ever since we started it. Radish, absolutely. Let's have it. Let's keep it. I love it. I don't ever wanna throw it out. I don't wanna ever stop growing it. Mustards, kind of sorta. I'm still figuring the whole mustard situation out too because Osaka mustard takes about 4 days to germinate, where everything else takes three. So I look at that and I'm like, oh, cool, you should be ready. And no, it's not. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to be aware of when it comes to certain varieties that we grow. Um, I want to grow everything, and in this new grow room, it's almost a little troublesome because that means that we have so much space to grow more that my inner child, my inner baby bunny, okay, is gonna come out and go, oh, I want to grow this and this and this and that, and I'm gonna be super excited. I'm gonna be bouncing around. I'm gonna love it. And then all of a sudden, we don't have any other space for any of the varieties that you guys actually want to eat. So don't let me go there. We're gonna have our own research department. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay, so we have one red cabbage that we get out of that, and see, so this is the sad part. It's a perfectly healthy tray. There's nothing wrong with this tray. It's just that it didn't grow right. And again, we have our empty corners up here where the weight of the paver just didn't have enough oomph to keep the seeds under, to give them something to push up against. That's why we put a paver on top of our greens, so that they actually have something to push up against and build really strong, nice roots. These didn't even germinate in the corners, so that is another thing that we have to eventually address. Now, give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Beep, beep. Okay, much better. So, red cabbage is going to go. That's a taste tester. So whatever is going to be left of that, I'm going to eat, or maybe the miraculous Mr. Meat. We don't know yet. But yeah, we are getting pretty good at figuring some stuff out. Other varieties, yeah, not so much. And again, arugula is one of those that I'm super mad at. So for the longest time, I was like, oh, okay, well, we can't grow arugula, and we said we're not going to grow arugula anymore. And again, arugula is one of my favorites. And so finally, we've grown arugula again, and I'm super excited, and it just doesn't want to grow at all. And I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna probably have to discontinue the arugula for a little bit longer until we have that other grow room finished, and then see what happens over there. Because again, you know, it is what it is. We can only do our best. Wait a second. That goes here. That goes. Oh, you know, I can probably just put that. There. Okay, that worked. Lovely. Okay. Let me just think for a minute here. Ah, yes. Rambo. Lovely. We do love our Rambo, don't we? This is still a heavy tray, but that's fine. Rambo and ooh, hello. Oh, please don't break. Please don't let me start a revolution in my own grow room, okay? The greens would not appreciate it. Okay, so what we have here is our Rambo radish. One of my favorites to grow because first of all it's easy, second of all it is absolutely gorgeous. Third of all, look at how pretty that is. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that cool? I love my job. Anyway, before I get distracted again, yeah. Let me go and put this on over here. That went over there. Slurp. Wonderful. That worked. Oh, be nice. There. Okay, so Rambo radish, nice and crunchy. And I know that most microgreens probably go into salads pretty well. Any microgreen works in pretty much any salad, to be honest. But I personally feel that the Rambo has so much more to offer on the sandwich, kind of like the bok choy actually. Broccoli I love on in a salad. Kale I prefer in a salad. Rambo I really prefer on a sandwich. Wasaka too. Wasaka is our Asian mix. Our first, our first own blend after the Knox mix. And Wasaka contains Osaka mustard, wasabi mustard, and daikon radish. And it is so much fun to grow. Okay, just a little more. If we're gonna make people happy, we're gonna do it right. There. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Something in my eye. It went away again. Oh, wait. Hold on. Gotta write what's on there. There. Not pretty but rare. Just like my mommy used to say. Yeah, seriously. No, that's what she used to say. She also said stuff like, really, child, you can't just sit there and drink all day. Unless you start in the morning. Yeah, no. Okay, so Rambo. Boop, boop. Okay. Okay, what's the time? 11:30. Oh, I'm so behind. Okay, we're gonna have to speed this entire thing up just a little bit. Yep, this is crunch time, guys. No more time for pretty talking. Now I have to do pretty harvesting. Why don't I just move this over here? Much better. Stay, or else. Thank you. Okay. 11:30 already. I did not realize that I was that far behind. See, that's what happens when I get talking and don't get stuff done. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at me. next? Meep the Bunny speed round. Up, 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 up. Nothing untoward shall touch this clamshell. I'm gonna make sure of it, people. Wait, where? There. Aha, I knew there was another one. There was another one, just like the other one. Out. Okay, move that tray over. Oopa. Yep, now I am moving. And remember, this is not a contest. Okay, not pretty but rare. I love it. There. Just can't keep them apart. Okay, we have more Rambo. And more Rambo. And surprise, there's even more Rambo now. Aha! There. There we go. Oh, come apart now, child. There. Yeah, and the Rambo actually turned out very, very, very nice. It's not super wet. And Rambo is, like I said, you can't kill Rambo unless you try really hard. There. Okay, squish that just a little bit. We're not smooshing, we're squishing, okay? That's a very important distinction to be made here, people. Let's go and see if we can actually close this. Rambo. Radish. And I'm still trying to keep it somewhat pretty, but you can tell when I'm in a hurry. Absolutely. What am I doing with this? Cripes. I gotta go and cut more paths when I'm done here too. And then we got the bok choy and the daikon. And we have to go to Joseph today too. Which is not a bad thing. I love going to Joseph. They have some lovely, lovely restaurants. Not that we're going there particular for restaurants, just saying. It's not like I ever get to have fun. Please don't get that impression, yeah? I'm a very serious business bunny. Yeah, business meat is out, don't worry. I can have fun later. Okay, because in half an hour, I actually have to start texting people to see what they want. And then I'm going to have to see if I can provide it. Which is something I never thought I had to say, but it's true. I honestly, sometimes I don't know if I have enough of everything to feed everybody anymore. And I do so deeply apologize. I do so deeply apologize. What happened is I truly believe that, you know, the restaurants kind of hit us double hard this summer, which is lovely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But at the same time, the farmers market started. And at the same time, our social media campaign kind of like ran away from us, and people all of a sudden started talking about us and started talking about more stuff. And then we had customers that we didn't have before. And so we're kind of at maximum capacity for producing microgreens right now. Again, second grow room is coming, people. I don't ever want to disappoint anybody. I don't ever want. I started this business with love, integrity, and gratitude. That's what I want to do. Okay. I feel terrible that sometimes, stuff happens to where I don't have something that I thought I might have for people. People showing up to the farmers market, and I have to tell them, I'm sorry, we sold out. Not just of any variety, but all of the varieties. I'm sorry, guys. I do apologize. We're trying to keep up everything that we can, as much as we can. But until that grow room is finished, we're going to have to go and try to scramble a little bit. So, timeline. Can I give you a timeline? I'd say about 3 weeks. And again, we're working at this every day. We chip it away. We painted the entire thing. It looks like a not like a box anymore. It actually looks like a box with white paint on it, which is progress. Okay, it's complete progress. Um, I'm really hoping that we're gonna get this done as soon as possible. Mr. Meat is working his hiney off. I help where I can. We have all the plywood installed. We have that painted. Um, there's still a little bit of work ahead, but we'll get there. Okay, so now here's the plan. Okay, here is the plan because my plans work so well all the time. Yeah. However, I do have to cut more pads. Nein! Ach, fall doch da nicht rein, du blödes Ding. Fine. Did I spoke German, I'm sorry. I said don't fall out of that box, you silly thing. Okay. I mean, the least I can do is translate if I'm rude enough to speak in another language. Hold on. But yeah, so my background is German. I grew up in Germany, spent most of my life there until I was just about 24. And then along came Mr. Meep and said, "You're mine now." And I said, "Okay." And that's how that happened. So now I am an American Meep, so to speak. I've been here pretty much for 20 years and what? 20 years and 6 days exactly. No, I kid you not. Actually, on the 6th of June was the first time that I came to the country. That was the wildest thing I ever experienced. So we have American TV shows, obviously, in Germany, tons of American movies and stuff. But honestly, nothing is going to compare to the moment when I, for the very first time, saw a real American truck on a real American road in a real American city. It was like my wildest dreams had come true. It was absolutely insane. So, I always loved America. I always thought it was like the best place to be. And then to actually be able to later on, after being here for a while, later on to travel and see like Washington DC and to walk on the Golden Gate Bridge. I mean, are you kidding me? Yellowstone? Yosemite? I've seen all of that, and to this day, I'm still so grateful for that. So fascinated by the fact that I still feel like a 4-year-old kid that wakes up every single day knowing it's going to Disney World. Okay, that's kind of like what I think. Oh, Schnoopsie, see? Don't talk. There. I have to make sure that it's got tape on it so we know it's a sampler and we don't just give it away. There, fair enough. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Got it. Hold on. Okay, done. Sweet. Okay, let's get that one out. Move this all over here. Yay. Don't let me falter, people. I got a little overconfident with the stack right here. That's okay though. Trust me, if I ever drop anything, it's not the last time this will happen. Okay. I'm gonna have to start putting stuff way up here now. day, and we haven't even started with the sunflowers. Goodness gracious, it is a joy with a joy today. I think we're good with the mixes, aren't we? Okay, we don't have any of those. Oh, the broccoli. Oh, the broccoli. Oh no. Okay, yes. Broccoli. Broccoli is next. Lest I falter. Okay, nothing interesting is happening in my world. Well, interesting plenty, but nothing that causes me to panic or anything. Please don't make me panic, people. You do not want to have a panic meep. A panic meep is just terrible, terrible business. Okay. One more. Okay. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go and first of all cut a few more paths before I actually get going on the broccoli. And then 20 minutes. Woo. No such thing as pressure in this place. There. Okay, so take those gloves off first of all. Ah, that feels good. Okay. Now, what do I? My brain is running away with me, people. I'm telling you, it is absolutely wild. Okay, so what we do is we take approximately 437 of these sheets, bunch them up together, and then cut them in a somewhat semi-fast fashion. There's that. Okay. And yeah, just plenty of them, because we're going to need them. We are going to need them. Take this one down, that one down. There's that. And actually, I can even just show you the main screen. There you go, so you can actually see what's going on in the entire thing here as I sit here harvesting. Let's see. Let me put this over here for a second. So I'm just trying to get the paper towels to behave. That's still a pretty thick stack, though. Let's go take a little less there. Okay. Now I'm deeply hoping that I don't have to sharpen my scissors again. But they should still be pretty okay. Oh, come on now. There. Okay, so actually here, I'm gonna, if I'm gonna show you everything, I might as well show you everything, right? So, regular paper towels. And this is how we do it, okay? One cut. There. One cut. There. And then I could just cut in the middle, but because I'm weird, I'm turning it around and cutting them that way. So basically you get 4 out of 1 sheet. There. Whoop. Perfect. See? That's where we keep all of our pads. And what I recommend, if you buy our microgreens, what I tell people, if you want them to keep fresher longer, make yourself a little stack of these and just exchange it with a dry, fresh paper towel every couple of days, guys. It is going to extend the life of your microgreens in the fridge by at least 3 days. Okay? Because again, you know, if you find the moisture at the right time, the moisture is never going to have a chance to actually get to the plants and you know how you have lettuce in a plastic bag and it's getting like slimy and stuff? That's because there's so much water in there, you know, especially chopped lettuce, chopped iceberg. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. And that's why I try to keep our microgreens as dry as we can so we don't even have to have any issues with it arising in the first place. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. I can't cut anything straight for the life of me. It looks like somebody took a bite out of that. That's okay. That's okay. At least you know now it's all made by hand. Okay? That's not a bad thing. Okay, I don't know if I can cut all of those. That might be a little thick, but it'll be fine. It'll be an experience, if nothing else. Okay, just 1 second. There we go. Perfect. Do we have... Let me just check on something here real quick while I'm at it anyway. Okay. What? I'm not going to sit here and complain. Everything looks good. Nothing terrible is happening. No catastrophic geese incidents, or goose incidents, actually. Okay. We're gonna have to establish some meat lore here at some point. There. Okay. And again, I don't know I don't know how to cut in a straight line. What happens is the paper towels kind of like fall over to the side or fold over when I cut, and so I can't make a straight cut for the life of me. I'm not sitting here apologizing. I'm just telling you what's happening. Okay, so that should be a pretty good stack right there. So I can at least tell myself for the next 20 minutes until they're gone. There. Okay, and now we are going to go ahead and harvest a little bit of broccoli. Give me 1 second. I need my xylitol. There. Whoop. Awesome. So, excuse me, I'm not tired. You're tired. Okay. I did. I just. I did. It's fine. Um, what I need to do on a regular basis, of course, is make sure that my knife is safe to use. So what we do, we put xylitol. Now it's dripping, but we put xylitol on the knife. Let that sit for a few minutes, so it can actually do its magic. There. Now, the other thing is too that if I need to wash anything, we do not have running water in the shop. So that's something that people often go, "Oh, wait, you don't?" Yeah, we actually have gallons of water that we carry back and forth every single day. I kid you not. About what do we use? About 16 gallons a day. So 8 in the morning, 8 at night, usually, or 7 in the morning, 7 at night, depending how full our grow room is at any given point of time. So one day we are absolutely going to have running water down here. We're going to have a sink in which we can wash our trays, so we don't have to use a pressure washer anymore. It is going to be lovely. But until then, we have to go and work around and find workarounds for certain things. Okay. So something else that I need to do is stop talking and get going. Okay. Okay, wipe that off. Okay, no singing, no singing, just focusing. One, two. Okay, I have two hands and two gloves. That works out, right? Now, this is going to be my favorite crop of all when it comes to health. Okay, broccoli is so incredible when it comes to being able to help your body out in certain situations. So, broccoli contains something called sulforaphane, which is really, really wonderful at actually helping to fight cancer cells. I'm not a doctor, disclaimer and all of that, but it has been proven now for many, many years that broccoli contains a compound called sulforaphane that actually actively helps fight cancer cells. All the better if you mix it with daikon and then scramble it up a little bit in the blender. I kid you not. If you actually hack them or smash them, even if you don't chew very well, what's happening? All of those compounds are actually getting activated by the act of chopping them. And so you don't have to do all of the work. What Mr. Meep does usually is just he puts about 3 packs in a blender and blends them really, or chops them really not very finely, just a little bit. Okay, and that actually helps your body absorb way more of the nutrients than what regular chewing can do. Okay, get some more clamshells out here. Boop. Yes, love it. Okay, um, knife, clamshells, pads. I think we're set. This is lovely. Okay, let's start with our broccoli. There. Why are you the wrong way around? Do you not know how I run this place? Okay, I'm gonna have to fold this up for a second here. So again, broccoli is super, super healthy for you. It's the healthiest one out of the bunch. Um, it's got vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K. Anthocyanins are in there. You of course you have all of your antioxidants. Sulforaphane, really, really helpful compounds that you can use every single day. You can put this into your salad, in your sandwiches, into your smoothies. You're not going to notice it a lot in your smoothies, and it gets chopped up, and that's a good thing. Uh, God, what else? There's a lot of healthy stuff in this broccoli. Now the thing is, I need to also close this at some point here. There. Okay. Did we lose music again? We did. That's why I started singing. Oh, I see. I don't want to supplement the music though. Hold on. Where is? Did I not just have a Sharpie in my hands? People, seriously, I need a bingo card. Meep forgets where she put stuff 2 minutes ago. Yeah, that is now officially on our bingo card. Happens every 10 minutes. There. Now, again, if you have any questions, concerns, ideas, let me know. You don't have to do that right now. That's okay. I know when people are in the shy phase, right? You don't have to talk right now. That's okay. I promise you, I'm not going to be mad. You can just email me, meepsmichaelgreens@gmail.com. You can find me on facebook.com/@meepsmichaelgreens. That would work. Yes. Um, oh, there it is. And we really do need a little bit of music here. Otherwise, I'm so aware of the silence. I have to talk more in order to keep the silence away. Just a sec. And of course, we're always trying to get more interesting music for you. It's right now it's kind of like the same 15 songs on repeat. Soon we're gonna have 50 songs. I hope. Okay, there we go. A little more and a little more. Yes, perfect. There. Wonderful. Okay, broccoli 1. There, that's a bit better. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear the music. I'm still trying to figure out how to run OBS. So I streamed before, but the thing is that right now I'm trying to figure out if OBS is still doing the same good thing for my voice or not. Because sometimes, especially yesterday, I believe, I was watching a video back. Yeah, I do that thing. Um, and the sad thing is that I didn't realize that my music was too loud and my microphone was too quiet. So I didn't really have much of a chance of being heard by people. Not that you have to listen to me or anything, you know, but it would still be kind of cool to hear me over the music every once in a while, especially when I'm giving bad advice. Oh, you don't want to miss that. Okay, that's done. And again, guys, I'm sorry, I gotta hurry a little bit now. Yeah, this tray didn't turn out all that good, but that's fine. We can live with that. We can absolutely live with that. We just have to get going now. Yeah, it's getting really close. It's getting really, really close. Now, the thing is, sometimes people will go, hey, why don't you use labels? We use labels, but only for our retail products. So, if you go to Ruby Peak, or if you go to Good Groceries, or to the Joseph Market, that's usually where we have our labels. Farmers Market, I gotta tell you, Farmers Market, would labels be professional? Absolutely, absolutely, 100%. Nobody is going to deny that labels would look so much better, but we have about 10, 12 varieties at any given time when we rotate them. So if we buy 500 stickers, companies ask like $200 for that. And then we have 10 varieties times 200, that would make 2,000. I can't justify putting $2,000 worth of stickers on our clamshells. I just can't. We're not there, okay? So that is why I tend to actually keep the farmers market a little bit on the not quite as pretty side. But people don't seem to mind. Ooh, here's something that I mind though. Ew, yuck, all that dirt. Yuck. Okay, much better. Yeah, and broccoli is another one of those that sometimes tends to go and bring up a whole bunch of soil with it, which is really not fun. What have I done to you that you treat me as such? I'm so sad. There, okay. I've been sad long enough. I'm going back to my happy place. Perfect. There, lovely. That was not terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. That is not going to work well. But that's okay. We got it covered, people. Hold on just a sec. And again, be gentle with the broccoli, be gentle with your microgreens when you harvest them, because when you hold them like that, like this, like that, you don't want to squish anything, you don't want to bruise anything. And I mean, you know, usually they are pretty hardy, but you know, still, you want to make sure that your product lasts as long as you possibly can for the customers. Sit. Okay, wonderful. See, I even have like an artistic angle right now. This is wonderful. So, broccoli. What else do we have? Bok choy filet that I kind of have to finish. Cilantro is done, thank goodness. Not that I mind harvesting it, but that took a while for me today. It's probably really just because I'm a very distractible person. Let's face it. Oops, 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 hold on. Don't let me break it. There. Stay. And the sad thing is right now, this week, the broccoli didn't really turn out all that good, but I mean, it's perfectly fine broccoli, but the germination rate just wasn't perfect. So there's nothing wrong with the broccoli. It's just like I said, you see that the dry corners again, that kind of stuff. That is what happens. You know, you can control the environment, not the plant. Okay. Oh, and at least gravity still works, I guess. I'll be right back. Okay, perfect. Now, you know what? I might as well just stay. Okay, you know what? Here, let's do this right. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Let me just harvest the rest of this. Put it in there. And then be done with the tray. And I can just walk it back there. Lovely. Ta-da. Da-da-da-da. Okay, broccoli is doing good. Oopsie. Ew. No! Not again. I blued myself. I didn't mean to blue myself, but I blued myself. So I'm gonna have to go and switch gloves again. That's fine. No, I'm not taking this. I'm taking that. Okay, also... Blah. Don't fall over. I don't have time for you to fall over. Oh boy, I'm getting so close. So... It is one of those days today, people. There. Okay, so... Broccoli's all done. Except these two, of course. And once we got these done, then I think it's time for me to go and write all of my customers and go, hey, what would you like today? If you'd like to be a part of that, please go ahead and hit me up on Facebook. Facebook.com/@meepsmicrogreens. And we are going to be able to hopefully get you whatever you'd like. Oh, what did I say? Batches. Bad. There. I wouldn't want Sharpie residue on my food. So I'm going to make sure that you don't get Sharpie residue on your food. Isn't that nice? Okay, and I'm not trying to be greedy, I promise. I only have 2 hands. And one of them is already gloved. I just need one. Hey. Trying to upsell me over here. Unbelievable. Okay, now that we are freshly gloved... Don't break my finger. Thank you. I kind of prefer my fingers intact, for the most part. Okay. I need to sharpen my knife again. I can't believe it. Maybe I should just get a new knife altogether. You know, honestly, I had this knife ever since I started. And that was 3.5 years ago. So I'm extremely proud of where this is going. I'm very happy that the Versa knife holds up so long. But it seems the more I sharpen it, the faster it loses its sharpness again. So I don't know if that's a thing. But nothing lasts forever. Not even Mercer knives. Okay, broccoli. 6, 7, 8. Don't let me go task line either. That's another thing. I finish one pack, and after you've done something long enough, for several hours, you just go, okay, I finished a pack. What's the next thing I need to do? Usually it's just grab another tam shell, grab another pad, fill it up, write down what it is, and then put it over there. My brain fails me today. I don't know. It's not that hard, people. It's not that hard. Okay. Lovely. Yes. Okay, another one. Bites the crumbs. Whoa! Almost dropped it, but I didn't. See? I'm good. I got this. I would never disappoint you like that. There. This. Okay. Now that's what I could rock. Okay, and of course, ow! Everything just drops today. I mean, I'm really happy that Gravity is such a great worker, but really? Really? Does it have to be like that? Okay, so, sometimes you do have to go ahead and try your own things, of course. So, I'm already hungry. Cheers. Oh yeah, if it makes me dance, it's a good thing. You go over here. Okay. That is good broccoli. That really is good broccoli. You know, the funny thing is, it almost reminds me of spinach. And now I haven't tried this for myself, but what I used to love is spinach and potatoes growing up. So like chopped spinach, frozen, then boil like a couple of potatoes and then just eat that. Spinach, potatoes, and maybe a little salt. Maybe a lot of salt. And I think broccoli, if you were to take enough broccoli and you would saute that lightly, so you keep all the nutrients, yeah. I think that would be a pretty tasty meal if you had the same thing with potatoes. Yum. Perfect. See, every once in a while I even get to snack. Gonna have to sharpen my narf. I have to sharpen my narf. That's very important to sharpen your narf, okay? Narf, I tell ya. Okay, and that is going to be our little tester. No, that's wilty. Ew, that's not wilty. Okay, lovely. Broccoli is officially done. So now we are at an interesting time because I'm supposed to go ahead and start texting all the people. I don't really need to do that on a live stream though. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to quit the live stream, and there's really not that much left to do here. I'm going to quit the stream. I'm not going to quit you, just the stream. Okay, it's nothing personal, I promise. And then I'm gonna either come back when I'm done texting all of my people, or I'm not. So at this time, I can't really promise that I'm going to be back because again, it's Friday. We have a ton of stuff to do. Sometimes it's easier for me to not stream and not talk and actually get stuff done. Okay. Fair warning. Again, I squirrel a lot. You're going to hear me say that time and time again. So let me go ahead and put this one over here. Blurry dur. Ta-da. And then we can take this. Put all of that in the fridge. Hello, hold on. You're probably gonna want to see that. In case everything falls over and everything is terrible, you're gonna have something to laugh. That's always good, right? Hold on. Ah! No, don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't do that. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh, our fridge is so full already. And I haven't even started packing the sunnies yet. Help! Oh wait, we can probably take 2 of these here. Put all of these. Whoa! Do not let me falter, guys. Whew. Okay, perfect. That takes care of that. Alright, now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for hanging out today. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for checking me out. Thank you for checking out what we're doing here. I am not the important part, okay? I'm just a person who explains stuff a lot and then occasionally has the instinct of giving you very bad jokes, alright? That's all me. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for watching. We will return, maybe not today, but not even Sunday, Monday. We're gonna have a good start of the week together. How about that? So hold on. I know you couldn't see me. There, now you can see me. Oh, you. No, wait, no, that's me. Sorry, I got scared. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. I'm gonna go and keep rustling around. I'm gonna go and text all of my lovely customers, see what they want, see if I can provide it, and we are going to be back. If not today, then Monday at 5:15 a.m. because if you're gonna work, why not start early, right? Okay, guys. So thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Mimi. Bye.